Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jeffico, and my co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Star Trek Episode 3.
Yeah, we're chugging along for Season 2.
Yeah, this was a pretty decent episode.
Yeah, I liked it overall.
There's a lot of things happening in it.
Yeah, I don't think it was quite as strong as the last one.
Well,
but
it wasn't directed by Frakes.
Yeah, but the last one was, amazing, and I think we're still moving in a pretty good direction for Season 2 now.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like what the kind of show we've got going for us, and it delivered in what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it didn't deliver in, great Star Trek, but it delivered in what it is.
I don't know. I think there is still some pretty good Star Trek stuff going on.
Yeah, some. But it still started off weak with Burnham talking. Does every episode have to?
Oh, man. Well, it's got to happen at some point, I think.
And you know what I think is worse than watching people run through the corridors is speed running them through the corridors when they have to speed up the footage. I'm like, what am I watching? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
I was kind of interested in why the lights were flashing on and off. Why did it have to go dark for them to run a course?
That's got to be something to do with the command training program. Be like, can you run in the dark?
Yeah. What if there's a power outage?
Yeah.
And the emergency lighting.
If you're in command, you got to deal with living in the dark. It's a metaphor.
Oh, okay.
We have no information.
Yeah.
But I'm in command.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did Tilly catch up?
Just the Spore's giving her superpowers.
Yeah, the evil Spore.
Mm-hmm.
We pan through the bridge,
mm-hmm.
and it's just hey, this is a Season 2 camera where we're going to introduce everybody. They're all going to have the line.
Yeah.
Remember, they're here, and they're all involved.
I think that's an important thing. That's a conscious decision they're making with this season with Pike on the bridge, is to involve the bridge crew, the sort of tertiary characters more.
Oh, I fully support it. I just think it's kind of funny that they're doing it. It's like the last episode. I was just I'm getting to know other characters. This is weird. This show doesn't normally do that.
Yeah. And I think Pike picked up on the nickname he called her Owu.
Yeah.
I think Tilly did last episode.
Okay.
I think Pike picked up on the nickname there.
This probably just can't say the whole name.
You probably can't.
Yeah.
It's just you.
Amanda.
So Amanda beams aboard.
Mm-hmm.
And Burnham's Amanda. She fights to call her dad father.
Mm-hmm.
But, mom who gave her love.
Yeah. Well, we're
Amanda.
somebody else. We're calling somebody else mom this episode,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that.
Oh God, yes we will. Yes we will. We do jump back and forth between L'Rell and Tyler, the torchbearer, who, of course, no Klingon's gonna like him. He's human looking.
He's pretty human looking.
I mean, we deal with a lot of stuff with Tilly.
Yeah.
And her imaginary friend May.
Mm-hmm. And this actually ended up being the Spore. I didn't think it was gonna be.
Those damn writers at that convention just, this is what they didn't want to tell me. Yes, it's going to be a Spore and it's going to create an imaginary friend. You could have just said, it's not Lorca. That's all I wanted to know.
God, I don't know. What exactly did they say it was? Because the rock was... We gotta stop saying the rock. The asteroid was reacting with the Spore, and was it actually this... Oh, yes, it was. Yeah, because the Spore was the little fungus that ended up growing into her. Okay, yeah, so it's not Lorca confirmed.
No.
We're still getting Lorca confirmed because of the fortune cookie.
Yeah. Sean actually tried to argue that with me, that it means something else. I forget what the hell he said, but he had a decent argument, but I don't agree at all with Lorca.
Chris. You and my bisabuela Nena are the only two people in this quadrant still communicating on screens.
Well, your grandma sounds like a smart lady. You should introduce us.
So, Chris, not that I believe it, but Spock killed 3 people.
Yeah, apparently.
Every mental hospital in Star Trek, I tell you, they're just full of shenanigans.
Yeah, that's not a good time. Yeah, so I don't think they're going to end up pinning murder on Spock. I'm wondering what the heck is going on here, because will they really take this character that's existed for this long and be like, by the way, he killed a bunch of people?
Well, we were actually expecting Georgiou to be part of this storyline, and she was part of the other one, but So now we have to figure out why Spock would have killed 3 people. Yeah. I'm still saying it's like the classic mental hospital, like Starbase thing of like shenanigans going on. But like, oh yeah, the machine killed that guy. We'll blame it on this guy.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I liked the talking on a screen.
Yeah. Okay, so what? 2 people do that in the system?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, give me screens.
TOS, I can tell you, it's going to happen a lot more. Yeah. It's going to have quite the comeback in 10 years.
It's going to be back in vogue.
Yeah. And then in TNG, it's going to be around 100 years from now.
Yeah.
Something horrible is going to happen to the holographic technology that it's just like, it's like a very unsecure line to use. We can't be using it. Sorry, guys.
You know what? Whatever takes out the Spore drive is going to take out the holograms as well.
Yeah.
These are connected.
It's going to affect holodecks for 100 years.
Yeah, you can't use that either.
Yeah. So this Tilly thing starts to make her look pretty crazy on the bridge.
Mm-hmm. She's yelling at Pike.
Like, it does take time, honestly, when you start seeing somebody and they're talking to you and you have to pretend they're not there. I mean, you can get used to it, but, like, it does take time to get used to it. But I really liked... I mean, you're glossing over it, but I love Pike when he's just like, oh, okay, so you're going to shadow me? Yeah. No, maybe we should marry some people even if we're not that into it.
Yeah, he can do that as a captain.
That was a great line.
Like, he can just walk around and be like, you're married.
Well, I mean, he can perform the ceremony as Picard has, but, like... I just thought that was a great line for Pike. I mean, that's pushing Pike further and further into, like, me loving him.
Yeah.
So, what should we do? How about we marry some folks, even if they're not that into each other, huh?
Oh, very good, sir.
Stay, don't leave.
We'll see how long we can keep him around. No, he's been just tons of fun for the first 3 episodes we've had him.
Yeah, and before we jump into the Burnham drama, she helps Tilly figure out that because the imaginary friend doesn't cry, that she can't be a real girl.
That's a bit of a leap, but, I guess we'll go for it.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just trying to make Tilly feel better and get her to actually go to sickbay.
No, she doesn't need a doctor. She needs a Stamets.
Yeah, right.
Like, I think medbay would be the first place I'd take you, because guess what? Stamets still has to do a medical scan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we don't trust our chief medical officer, because we've never really met them.
I think it's that lady.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, they referred to her, but I mean, until she gets a real character and is like the chief medical officer, till she sits in on a meeting, I'm not sold.
Yeah, still waiting for the bridge meeting.
Yeah.
No.
But, so Stamets sucks it out of her.
Yeah, that was quick, too. He's just like, I just have this thing, and we're gonna do it.
It looks similar to things she collected the rock with.
Yeah, I think it was the same thing.
And, it hurt a little bit, and then it got a little disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets more disturbing when you watch the trailer for next week.
It's coming back.
It's like, ugh.
We are Venom.
So Burnham's little side story here, working with her mom.
Yeah.
Admitting that the Vulcan logic purists were coming after her on Vulcan, and she was worried they were going to go after her little shadow, which is a cute little nickname for her little brother there.
Yeah.
And so she did something really mean to him.
Mm-hmm.
And that has destroyed her relationship with him.
I wonder if she killed his dog.
Yeah.
Because the only traumatic event I know of from Spock's past is from the animated series where his dog dies and he needs to learn about death. So I wonder if she had something to do with that. That's the only canon link I can think of.
Not that I ever want to hear this story, but that would be amazing if they actually connect the canon there, and that would be believable for me.
Yeah.
I heard she hasn't killed my dog, and I already hate her. No, I still stick with she banged him. Didn't call.
That's been publicly disavowed, but you know what? You go ahead.
They disavow a lot of things. Lorca's like, I'm done. I'm not coming back. I'll see you in 3 episodes, Lorca.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Haven't I been punished enough? What happened up there was upsetting to me. I panicked.
Tilly.
Tilly, don't ruin what we have.
One thing I do want to mention about the whole Tilly virus thing, that was really getting shades of that Voyager episode with Tuvok.
Yeah.
When he's seeing the little girl and they have to go back in his mind to the Excelsior, and that was some kind of virus in his head, giving him visions too.
Man, when people say like Voyager's like a series you can sleep on, that Excelsior episode is just like so awesome that you got Sulu, and it's just like such a callback to episode or the 6th movie.
Yeah, that was great.
And Tuvok in another Star Trek.
Yeah, and a cute little callback to something that Tim Russ did.
Yeah, and confusing because if you watch it, he doesn't have pointy ears. But whatever, yeah, no, she was a little virus girl creating false memories, and she ate neuropeptides. That's all I got.
Tasty.
Yeah. So who knows what this one's doing to Tilly?
Yeah. Not much anymore.
She was calling Stamets evil, I guess, because he flies. And Captain, and his little work area was his ship. But I guess because he's in the mycelial network, it's a problem.
Gotta be something like that.
Yeah.
I will find him.
No. I will.
So Burnham and her mom.
Yeah.
Relationship strained.
Very strange. She's just given her the walkout.
She gave her a kiss, and then she just like left. Like, I'll do this on my own. Like, even when we're watching, I'm just like, and we'll do this together.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, she said it on her own. Yeah. It wasn't predictable dialogue.
That's the cold shoulder there.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but you already tried and you got nowhere. Gonna hire some mercenaries. So, Klingons, eh?
Klingons, eh?
Calls dad running around, causing
still
trouble.
got the family face paint going on.
Being a bit racist.
Bit racist.
Yeah, I did like Tyler stepping up and wiping the face paint off. We find out that the face paint is a listening device.
Kind of cool.
Is that
interesting?
I think it's kind of weird.
Well, I think it's great because Klingons obviously they don't wash their hands or anything.
Tyler has undermined her reign as Chancellor because he doesn't wash his hands.
Yeah. Serious problems.
Terrible boyfriend. I do like his #MeToo moments when she's trying to get intimate.
Yeah. You touch me, and that intimacy, to me, Tyler, feels like violation.
And he's just like, I can't do it. And then like he comes back later after discovering they had a kid, and albino kid.
Yeah.
So no genetic testing needed.
Yeah.
We know it's
yours.
yours.
The father.
You are. Yeah. But I like how he comes back and he's just like, I can't access Spock's like emotions for you, but we can create a new love story. Like, I'm not sure that's like, I thought that was weird writing at that point. It's just like his dialogue is kind of odd, and it took a child for them to get back together.
Yes, that's usually a bad idea.
Yeah, when you're
this isn't working, let's try having a kid.
Yeah, it's a last resort.
Yeah,
and it doesn't work when your enemy's dad kidnaps that kid. We did get a nice little standoff.
Yeah, and some kung fu fighting.
Yeah, this is the most action I think we've gotten.
And Pepto-Bismol blood.
Yeah, there was definitely some computer animated Pepto-Bismol blood.
I'm loving it. This is good. Am I loving it? Do you think it's a good thing we stuck with the canon on the Pepto-Bismol blood? Because that's only been one scene, I think. Have Klingons had Pepto-Bismol blood anywhere but Star Trek 6?
I'm thinking DS9 during the war that I can't recall ever seeing it.
Yeah.
And they did get cut and shot a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm appreciating the reference. But yeah, I guess we're going with that.
I mean, if you think about it canonically, and that's not a word, but Star Trek 6 is closer to that.
Yeah.
So whatever genetically changes the Klingons back to what they're supposed to be for the fourth time probably affects their blood too.
All right, okay.
The Batleth, I didn't even take notes at this point. I'm just watching the fight because I want to see what use is this stupid looking Batleth. And it's of no use. They didn't know what they were doing. The whole point of the redesign was, it's very awkward using the traditional Batleth. Worf was the only one that could really use it. And then even he transitioned to smaller little blades because it's just too awkward to use. Because they couldn't round the handle. Give them a bloody round handle. It's simple.
I don't know. I thought there was a guy there with a spear. Like, was I crazy? Or was that just an awkward angle on a bat
They
left?
had several different weapons.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
And the ones that were used effectively were not the bat.
Yeah, they have the little mechleths, I think.
Yeah.
That'd be, yeah.
Yeah, they were weird. Tower had like swords at one point. It looked like double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah.
Kind of just stuns people.
Yeah, stun sabered. You guys are in a very convenient position for this.
Yes, I'm going to stun you, and then I'm going to take your fingerprint so that I can get High Chancellor position.
Yeah.
Like, where's the honor in this?
Oh, the Klingon High Council has never had honor.
Yeah, they turned their back to them. They came up with Wakanda before them. I thought the whole ending to that was kind of funny. Like, you get the Predator, Georgiou.
Yes.
Come in, and she had the ion cannon and everything. She's just killing people.
Now, did she phase through the wall, or was she cloaked?
She was cloaked.
Going on there?
She was cloaked. Like, the suit thing makes sense that she would be cloaked, and then she also had a holographic, like, different face on
that
too.
girl's got layers.
Yeah. No, that was crazy. It just comes in and saves the day. You knew it was her. You knew it was happening.
Yeah. I'm thinking, like, the only person that could step in here would be Georgiou, so this is coming.
Well, I knew it from the trailer. It's exactly like I was called the double-bladed lightsaber getting lit up. Mm-hmm. But, she gives some advice. I'm not going to say motherly advice, but...
Emperorly advice.
Yeah. And she's just like, get rid of the kid. Get rid of the dude. Then people might respect you. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they're going to respect her because, the name Chancellor isn't fierce enough.
Oh, no.
No, call her mother.
Call me Mom.
Yeah.
Do not refer to me as Chancellor, for I deserve a fiercer title. From this point forth, you may call me Mother.
Oh, God. Hail, Mom.
I just recall Worf always talking about like Kahless and the battles that he fought and the greatness, but he never even mentioned the fact that the whole Klingon Empire was separate and then united behind Mom. You're just like, yeah, we were all like astray in different factions and houses, but we really became united once Mom put us together.
We do not discuss it with outsiders.
Oh, and how about that decapitated Klingon baby head, which is not something I've ever expected to come on here and say. How about that?
Here's my human lover, and here's a baby head.
Here's a baby head. Also, just clearly a little doll's head.
Oh, they just like went to Kmart, grabbed that, painted it white, put some ridges on it.
And they just like it wasn't just like sort of small and from a distance. They were just like, look at this baby head.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, this is not your dad's Star Trek.
Did you have to cut the head off the child?
Like, really? I know you guys are pretty metal, but goddamn.
Like, and my child is dead. That's all you had to say. Yeah. I don't think they needed proof. But like, this bitch is weird. And she doesn't throw it. She throws his down like the giant chasm, but just
like what happened to her kid. Do I really want her to be my mom?
She already cut off her son's head. So now we got to deal with that.
Oh no!
But we do find out the son is still alive, and so is Tyler, because you know you don't kill off your good characters. Mm-hmm. And he's going to the Boreth Monastery, which is interesting because that's exactly where Worf went for his visions of Kahless.
Excellent. Yeah, we're getting a little continuity. I was thinking about that episode when they mentioned a monastery, and then we looked it up, and it was the same one. So that's pretty cool.
Devote followers of Kahless. Mm-hmm. And he's gonna go there, live with the monks, and grow up to be Moog.
Maybe.
It'll be Worf's daddy.
Maybe he's the albino from DS9.
Oh, yeah. Well, wasn't that like... Was he Klingon, the albino?
Oh, yeah.
I always felt like he was a different race, because he just, looks so different. Overall, what do you think of the episode?
I thought it was still pretty good. I think they've done a lot more slowing down, giving their characters time to breathe. We're not just... like panicking to hit our marks and get all this plot out of the way. You know, characters are feeling a little more natural. They've got some space to work.
Section 31 has a ship.
Section 31 has a cool ship.
Yeah,
Very
I
cool
want to
ship.
see more of it.
And the dress code is leather.
Yeah.
I don't really care what. One guy just had a vest on, like exposed arms, but it's just like very lax.
Excuse me, you're out of uniform. It's so sweaty. It doesn't breathe.
It doesn't breathe.
It looks cool, and that's all we care about here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your recoupment speech sucks.
Maybe that actually is like to do with rank. Maybe you get sleeves when you when he's just like an ensign or something. You only get sleeves when you're a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually sleeveless means mirror universe, but whatever.
Yeah, fine.
So yeah, you rather enjoyed this episode then?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think it was definitely a step up from season 1. I think actually all 3 episodes have been like so far for me.
I think so much went on in this episode that I just had more fun watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last episode felt Trek.
Yes.
But this one felt fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on.
I'm not saying it didn't hurt my brain at points. I mean, you got Burnham, and you got Tilly, and you got the fact that she can catch up to people, that she's far behind.
Superpower Spore.
I don't care. It wasn't working. I'm upset. Looks like next week Saru's gonna die.
Yeah.
Tilly's gonna get eaten by that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Burnham's gonna live. Do the writers listen to the fans?
Yeah. God, they gotta watch this show, right?
Yeah.
Someone let them know.
Saru has an uncurable disease or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bet it's getting cured.
I think it's gonna. This is gonna have to be another red burst because we didn't deal with them this episode at all. So I think I'm going to say next episode that Saru is going to be the rescue mission that the Red Burst sends them on.
Well, we did find out the Red Bursts can locate Burnham, as they did for Spock when she was a child.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, the Red Bursts are all about Spock and Burnham.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that fan theory I heard, which I think is ridiculous, could be true. Spock and the Bursts. Please no. Yeah, overall, like I said, I actually enjoyed this episode. No, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one, and things are looking up for Discovery.
Yeah, well, until next time, it won't like your science officer, but it does like you. Thanks for watching.
See ya.